I think we are all looking for that moment in life that will change everything. And we experience those moments as well. Sometimes everything changes for the best. Sometimes everything changes for like the magical life that you have in your mind. Like for example, if you won a lottery, big win in lottery jackpot. But sometimes it's also the moment when you realize that everything that you were doing is maybe falling apart or that you are completely out of control. For me, that moment that changed everything was about 6 years into my me running a business and being an entrepreneur. And 6 years later, I realized that I am doing something wrong. I'm not completely not in control because I am attracting wrong clients. I am not feeling fulfilled in my business. I am doing things that maybe it's quite easy for me to do because I know how to do a lot of things, but I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel like I am actually fulfilling some sort of mission in life by doing these things. So time passes by, but there's no value for me in what I'm doing in my business and then obviously in my life. Because if you're an entrepreneur and you don't feel fulfilled in your business and you're not working with people who are making you feel, validated, they don't feel like you are someone who makes a difference in their lives. If you don't feel like that, it's going to affect your family, it's going to affect everything else, it's going to affect your health. And I was at that crossroad in about 2016 and early 2017 when I felt like I am not in control and I wanted to be in control. I wanted to be responsible and I didn't want to rely on external sources for my life and my dreams to come true. And of course, I straight away, when you start thinking about these things and you realize, like I realized, that I wasn't in control, other things happened that changed everything. For example, my husband got diagnosed with cancer. And it was a really bad diagnosis. We didn't know which way it's going to go, literally. And that was another moment, but it wasn't the moment that made me want to step in my power and realize that I am responsible. I am the creator of my life. And not that I'm a creator and everything is on my shoulders. I am a co-creator. I can allow things to happen in my life the way I want to. But what I have to do is to just have that intention, to have that drive and have that goal and constantly take the next step. And I need to connect to people. This is what I knew. How this connection, which is for me naturally is not an easy thing. I'm an introvert. I don't talk to strangers. I'm not really like a socialite. I don't like networking events. I feel very uncomfortable around strangers. You might think that I'm very outspoken, outgoing here on video when I do my interviews, but I'd be the quiet one in the corner in a social event, right? So, and you might relate to this. But for me, the connection to people was the most important thing. I always knew that connecting to people on a deep level will take my business and take my mission in life in general to the next level, and not only to the next level, to where it needs to be, to fulfilling that mission, to creating the significance, to creating the legacy that will make an impact on other people's lives. I know I have a duty in my lifetime to touch lives of hundreds of thousands of people. And I've already started, I've already seen this journey, but I had to start this and I had to have that big drive and take that scary step. And the best thing that in my experience and in what I've seen and what I see with my clients and students, the best way to connect to other people is really through video. The video is where it's at because we experience each other's energy, because you can look deep into my eyes, you can feel me. Right now you're feeling me. If I am not your cup of tea, there will never be this harmony between us. But if you feel connected, if you feel that when I speak it resonates with you on a deep level, then provided you need what I am helping with. If you are one of those people and we start working together, imagine how really connecting to each other, that real deep understanding and the energy compatibility, how amazing that feels, how it can impact the results we can get together. And it's all because of our energy. So video is the first way, or the first step, to experience another person's energy when you don't have a chance to be with them in the same room. And sometimes, just as I gave you this example, I am a quiet one in the corner. Maybe you cannot experience my energy unless I show up like this on video and talk to you as if we are just one-on-one, no big party. This is where it's important. This is when it's becoming deep, intimate, and significant. And this is where we can make an impact. And this is why I'm such a big advocate for doing live video and using this, a little piece of plastic, but a channel, a tunnel, so the light is you. For me, the light is you. Maybe I am the light for you. Right? So if you are ready to create these connections, the connections that matter, this is what visibility is. Yes, we need to grow our audiences, but not because we want to have this huge big stadium of people looking at us. Not necessarily. It's because we can connect to each one of them individually. You cannot do that from stage. And that changes everything. So if you are ready, join my 11-day live video challenge. And I will take you through these 11 days, help you be consistent, help you with the topics, help you tap into that energy and help you gain confidence so you can attract better clients, so you can feel more confident in yourself, because doing videos is extremely empowering, especially when you do it consistently, because you allow yourself to be yourself, you start embracing great things about you and your personality, you stop being so critical, and you start believing that you can make an impact. So check out the link in the description of this video, and I will see you inside the live video challenge.